Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening to. So let's get to it right quick because you know the day is the beginning of the Sabbath. Enoch, Jubilee, and Hash. The book is called Man from the Bible. It's three books in one. This one's written by Joe Budlowski. Enoch, Jubilee, and Hash. You gotta read Hash first from the time we left to go into when the promised land the first time. Jubilee is the prophecy, everything that was gonna happen unto us. From the time we left the garden and to this day, Enoch's prophecy that everything is gonna happen in the world from generation to generation. Next book the Lord God gave me is Apocrypha. This one is a King James version, but in a dream, Lord God gave it to me like this. Let me see if you can see that. Wisdom book. So it's knowledge, wisdom, understand, faith, patience, hope, charity, doctrine, execution of righteous judgments, prophecy, the Bible, how it came to be, who put it in there, with how do these fake Jews wear these black hats, and who are the fake Jews, everything is in. Yes, it is. So you just have to be paid. Next book, the Lord God gave me the demons. The Testament of Solomon. That's the demons. You gotta know who they are, what they're doing, why, when, and how, what frustrates them, what they are afraid of, what hurts them, what the prophecy of them, what the prophecy said they was gonna do it to us in the last days, and they are doing that, man. And read the book. Get the book. Get the book. Get the book. Next book, the Lord God given why I'm here. He said, I'm going to send you Elijah for the great and dreadful deed of the Lord. So, yeah, he should turn the hearts of the children back to the father the hearts back to the children. He shall come and strike the earth for the curse. So, who are the fathers? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, and Joseph, and Benjamin. Those are our fathers, man. They left us everything: exhortation, warnings, prophecy, what's going to happen to us in the last days, evil times, who going to conspire with whom to do what against us. All that's in that book, and you find that in the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. There are other things in Malachi that I don't mention, but they are in there. Last book, another book, first and second book of Adam and Eve, the conflict with Satan. So the Lord God gave me that book. So you know, prophecy got Adam had prophecy, what the devil is doing, what he's still doing now today. The promises made, and he keeping those promises right up now today. Yeah, so man, go get that book, man. Learn any one of these books, they're gonna like and they're gonna man, what those books make up the Holy Bible. The Holy Bible came from somewhere. There's a reason and purpose for everything under the sun. So you know why it's put together like it is. Even though it's a bridge, it's still God's word. So we have that. And then another book the Lord God given. The Knox Gospel, Thomas, Mary, and John. I told you there are things in that book of just, and that's not in the Holy Bible. Things that book, there ain't no Holy Bible, just written a different way. The Acts of John, man, those are some powerful acts that John did. And the message the Lord God gave me to give to you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. You find that in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. Yeah, the Lord God gave me that message to give to you. And I tell you, man, go to Deuteronomy, tell us you know what it is? It's a wedding invitation. That's what it truly is. That's what it is. It's a wedding invitation. So when you go read that, learn that it's a wedding invitation. Man, yeah. So let's go. Let's go. So I already know the Lord God said, if you add anything to my word, you're going to be found a liar. And I'm sure I'm found a liar. So I might even put that in the background. Yeah, because on the other video, one of the dreams the Lord God gave me, I told you, I said, I seen this Asian man, and he looked like he had split from himself, and one in the room, and one staying there. But I couldn't understand. I didn't know. I didn't. Yeah, I did. First I thought, I said, man, I thought I was imagining things. Yeah, that's what I did. He came and sit down, and as he sit down in the chair, he started playing with the pimple. And I said, man, you can't get rid of the pimple like that. So now that's what I'm about to tell him. But then he got up. So when he got up, I looked in the room, and he was in the room. One was with me, the other one was in the room. And I said, man, I did see it. But I told you that he was two-faced. But last night I was watching Evil. Man, that picture had everything in there correct. And them people playing with them demons. And then after the end of the show, they gonna make it seem like it was a man that doing certain. No, it was them demons had to enter to those folks. They've been possessed by demons. But anyway, so yeah. So anyway, so in there they say the woman had a split personality. So that's what I'm telling you. So that's all me. Because I say two faces, but like the man split from himself. So that's Joseph Prince. So Joseph Prince had a split personality. That's what he had. So that's what that dream meant and everything. So the other dream I had gave to you was about the serial killers and things, and that came to pass. But I didn't know it was. I didn't know all the book bags and everything. I said that it couldn't be in school book bags because none of the book bags were colorful. But it was school book bags. But it was high school book bags. That's what it was. And that's why it wasn't just like in the video I told you about the young man. I thought it was a man. I thought the girl was a woman, but these was children, and yeah, these was high school children. I didn't know, but it came to pass. And like I told you, man, some dreams God didn't give me lately, man, it come to pass right away. Right away, I just told you that dream. Another dream that I had, let me read this dream, because I wasn't going to read this dream because I didn't understand it, but a lot of dreams I don't understand. I just put it out anyway because I know somebody else don't know. Yeah, yeah, because I know somebody else gonna know about the dream. So this dream I had, yeah, I didn't know, but I know it now what the dream means. But at the first I didn't know what it was about. But yeah, man, let me see. I know I written the dream down because the dream is not. It's not right here there. Let's see what day this dream was written on. Because November 3rd, 5th. So it's probably November the 6th or 7th that this dream was written out. I don't know the exact date, but it was it was in this month, November. So I was with my brother. We was in the house. I said I didn't eat. I said I didn't eat all that stuff. He was in the room with these two Esau children. Two Esau children. They were in the bed. They was hungry, and we was giving them cokes. And yeah, it was giving them cokes. I was playing with them and say I wasn't going to give them coke, and I didn't like them. And I say I just playing. I like you. That's why I was playing. When I was playing them, I said, man, I don't like you. And then I say, I'm just playing. I do like you. And then they turned dark. Yeah, it turned black. No, nothing just black. No expression, no play. All you can see is their figure, and it was black. Like dark black. So yeah, I just was playing. I like you. I got up to go get a Coke or something from the kitchen. I was leaving. Then my brother grabbed the Coke, like the Coke from my hand that I had in my hand, and just wouldn't. Yeah, he just wouldn't let it go. He didn't want, like, how somebody, you going somewhere and you have the Coke in your hand, and he just grabbed it. He grabbed that Coke and he didn't want to let it go. Yeah, he didn't want to let it go. And so now I know what that dream was about. So look for that. Look for that. So they didn't want to let it go. So I know what the dream means now. So I'm giving that's coming to pass this week too, man. I'm telling you. Man, y'all can't stay here, bro. Can't stay here. Another dreams I had. This is what I really want to tell you. And this video might not be that long, but this is what I really want to tell you, man. Man, it's yeah, because these people implied and planned, these people stuff is almost here. They almost putting it in. They putting it in place right now. Yeah, because I went to Save-A-Lot, and then Save-A-Lot, people putting Amazon stuff in there, Amazon computers and stuff that like in there. And they say, well, that's for the people to come pick up whatever drop off by Amazon, but that's a lie, bro. That's a lie. Everything has a twofold call. Just like I finished reading with my brother, just like I finished reading another dream about the serial killer and everything like that. It's a twofold call. Yeah. Okay. Man, I was dreaming last night. And the same thing, everything is conflict. But this time the war was going on. Yeah, it was going on. Yeah. So I live in New Orleans. So I live in New Orleans. So this the first time. But I had other dreams about police departments and the police come. But this one here, I seen New Orleans police. And so New Orleans police, I'm trying to get in the car stuff. So the police, just the dream. It was quick and sharp. The police drove up and shined it. Yeah, the police drove up. I seen that it was New Orleans police. The next, he shines a bright light into my eyes. And I was checking myself to see if he had shot me. Right? Because usually when I have a dream like that, they being shot you and you don't know that you're being shot. So I was checking myself, seeing that I was shot. So that was another dream. Another dream I had, I was in this hole. Man, I was in this hole, and the hole was like, let's say 20 by 20 by 10. So 20 by 20 and at least 10, I know it's more than 10 feet high. I would say 20 by 20 by 20. Let's put it there, 20 feet across, 20 feet width, 20 feet, 20 feet in length, 20 feet in width, and 20 feet in depth. So that's what it was. Now, that all it did give me a glimpse of it. And you can see that the blue and rust color paint, so you know that it was a metal container. So it was probably, I said cast iron. I was in this hole made with cast iron, 20 by 20. I put down, but 20 by 20, and I could see the rust and where they was painting that stuff. So that's what I saw. Okay, so now, okay, I told you a dream about yeah, I read that dream to you about this typewriter, and all it had was symbolism on. So Lord God showed me that again last night. And so last night he showed me the typewriter, but this time wasn't the same typewriter. It's the same typewriter, but this time it was portable. You know how you see that that off-white color like they have on computers, and it was plastic. So it was just like that. It was large. It was plastic, and yeah. You see, I saw the new portable symbol machine, off-white plastic. Looking, I had it. Yeah, they had it set up in a window. That's how they had it set up. So it was in the window, and man, it's portable now. And man, they're gonna set these things up all over the country, just like that in them doctor's office or wherever they're setting them up at, and you just gonna go right on ahead in there. And the gatekeeper's gonna lead you right up in there. That's what they're gonna do. Then when I wrote, you know, because I've been having dream, I wake up, man, and I could see the dreams, everything, man, and them dreams be gone. So yeah, I saw this red, yeah, I saw this red shield with a gold stripe across, and it said, the voice said, "Dream Catcher." It's like that. I didn't see nothing written on the. I know they had writing on the gold stripe that went across this red shield, but a voice said, "Dream Catcher." So, could they, you know, I told you they just steal my dreams. So these people got something to interrupt that humming and stuff you be hearing all day long and all that. Yeah, that's the interrupt your brainwave. Then you got people that have sharp minds, and all of a sudden they can't remember the simplest thing, and they be thinking that it's them. But no, man, these people that plot and plan against me. I read that to you, man. I read that to you, right? You just keep on thinking that is Well, all I can do is just tell you that they're against all or against Man, everything attacks Israel. Everything attacks Jacob's children. Everything. And yeah, I read that to you. So I'm not told you I'm not planning on this video being that long. So let's go. Oh man, I've been trying to get to. We've been reading in the Book of Hashim and the plots and the plans that they're doing against us. And it have never changed. Those think tanks and all that, they have never changed. It's been the same thing. Man, all that stuff is the same. It have never changed. And you think these things are going to change, but they're not. They're not. Book of Revelation, I guess. Oh, man. Why? See, before I get down here, the Lord God didn't give me something so clear to give to you. And I really didn't search or seek out nothing, but I really had wanted to come and tell you the mistakes that I had made in telling you in those dreams. Because usually just those who have a dream, let them Telegram. And those who have my word, let them speak my word. So, but I be having both. I be having both. And every time I try to get off course, the Lord God bring me back on course and show me, well, you erred in that now. Go apologize and go apologize and get back into what I want you to know. Okay, so I was watching this picture. I was watching. God be showing me them. Yeah, you around here looking and amazed at these things was doing. But once you read the Testaments, once you read all these books, and people can't put nothing over your eye. You see that, and you look at what's really going on. Still that fantasy and that sensationalism that they're trying to put up on you, and you just, yeah, you just can't do it. And our children, man, our children. Like I told you, I seen a girl with all them, they getting the women, they attacking the women now. That's what they're doing. They're attacking the women, and they just go on, keep on going, and think that going on. All right, so we go on in this book, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs, and this one is written by Robert Hendry, and we go on to page 41. Levi prophecy concerning his posterity. Levi prophecy concerning his posterity. Now therefore observe whatsoever I command you, children, for whatsoever thing I have heard from my fathers I have declared unto you. And behold, I am clear from the ungodliness and transgression which ye shall commit in the end of the ages. See? I'm just telling you. Against the Savior of the world, Christ, acting godlessly, deceiving Israel, deceiving Israel, and stirring up against a great evil from the Lord. And you shall deal lawless together with Israel, and he shall not bear with Jerusalem because of your wickedness. But the veil of the temple shall be rent, so that not to cover your shame, and you shall be scattered as captives among the Gentiles, and shall be for reproach and for a curse there. For the house which the Lord shall choose shall be called Jerusalem, as it is contained in the book of Enoch the righteous. So that's all I can do is give it to you like do it, and that's what they're doing now. Because they did with Christ, now they're doing another thing. Whereas they didn't took, man, come on, bro, these people didn't, let's see, let's go to here. The decadent priesthood. That's just page 45, still book of Levi, page 45. The decadent priesthood. And whereas you have heard concerning 70 weeks, now I just finished reading to you about the 70 weeks with book of Daniel chapter 9. Book of Daniel chapter 9, just finished reading that. I said Daniel understood by books. Okay. Whereas you heard concerning the 70 weeks, here also concerning the priesthood. For in each jubilee there shall be a priesthood. And the first jubilee, the first who is anointed to the priesthood shall be great, and shall speak to God as to a father. And his priesthood shall be perfect with the Lord. And in his day, and in the day of his gladness shall he arise for the salvation of the world. And in the second jubilee, he that is anointed shall be conceived in sorrow and beloved of the beloved one. And his priesthood shall be honored and shall be glorified by all. And in the third priesthood shall be taken whole by sorrow. And the fold shall be in pain because the uprightness, forgive me. And the fold shall be in pain because unrighteousness shall gather itself against it exceedingly. And shall gather itself against him exceedingly. And all Israel should hate each one his neighbor. All Israel should hate each one. And do we not do that? Yeah, I'm just telling you. And the fifth shall be taken whole by darkness. Likewise also the sixth and the seventh. And in the seventh shall be such pollution as I could not express before man. for they should know it who do these things. And that's what you're in now. Man, every time I listen to these different, that's why I tell you, bring them to you. As the Lord God given to me, I bring it to you. And man, and here I listen to them and all that howling, shouting, and all that intoxication in the church house. Truth. They had this, I just seen this on YouTube. And so they had this preacher, pastor, minister, I don't know what he is. But anyway, he was talking about how they dancing in the church house. But this was just finished telling you how the pollution and everything they're going to have in the church house. And you got to get out of the church house. What you think this program is about? This program is about to get you out back. Get out of the church house, those building, temple, sanctuary, and get you back into the bonds of the forever covenant. The forever covenant, everywhere you go, you keeping the covenant. Not just in the church houses. Well, I'm just telling you, and the church houses have become polluted. And that's what Levi is teaching you and telling you now, that the church houses are polluted. That's what Jesus told you. Unless there be a great falling away, it's polluted. It's polluted, and get out of them. All right. And in the seventh shall be such a pollution as I cannot express before men, for they should know it who do these things. Therefore should they be taken captive and become a prey, and the land and their substance shall be destroyed. So that's going on. I'm telling you, man, Jerusalem is coming down. Go ask. Go ask them, have it been a prophecy within the last 10 years talking about the demise of Jerusalem and who gave it to them. And in the 5th week they shall return to a desolate country and shall renew the house of the Lord. So now that's what's happening. Man, come on, bro. And in the 7th week shall come priests who are adulterous, lovers of money, proud, lawless, lascivious, abusers of children and beasts. So is that not going on? Is that not going on, man? All I can do is give it to you like the Lord God has given to me. And this is the time you're living in. It says the priesthood. It's talking about the priests, talking about the building. The Satan. When you read this here, go right there and read what the Lord God said about the 7 churches. Go read it. Go read it, and then you'll find out these things go together. Yeah, what a priest does take hold of is over the church. Come on, man. Over the building, over the temple. Well, anyway, so Levi's is supposed to be priests, and they tell you all that they're going to do. And those who also call themselves priests, you know they're doing that already. So let me read that again to you. Yeah. The 9th, they should, therefore should they, page 46, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs, Robert H. Charles, page 46, and we're going to number 9. And therefore should they be taken captive, become a prey in their land, and their substance shall be destroyed. And the 5th week they shall return to their desolate country, and shall renew the house of the Lord. That's Levi. That's not Israel. That's Levi. Yeah, Levites and no false Jews got together, and this is what they did. That's what they just tell you. They shall return. And in the 7th week, they say in the 5th week they shall return to the desolate country and renew the house of the Lord. And in the 7th week shall come priests who are adulterous, lovers of money, proud, lawless, lascivious, abusers of children and beasts. So is that not happening? Man, look all on the TV, the airways, everywhere. Yeah. The Messianic hymn, so we're going straight down for that. And after their punishment shall have come from the Lord, the priesthood shall fail. Then shall the Lord raise up a new priest. To him all the words of the Lord shall be revealed, and he shall execute righteous judgment upon the earth for the multitude of days. And his star shall arise in heaven as of a king, lighten up the light of knowledge as the sun the day. He shall magnify in the world, and he shall shine forth as the sun on the earth, and he shall remove all darkness from under heaven. And there shall be peace in all earth, and the heaven shall exult in his days, and the earth shall be glad, and the clouds shall rejoice, and the knowledge of the Lord shall be poured forth upon the earth, and the waters as the waters of the seas. And the angels of the glory of the presence of the Lord shall be glad in him, and the heavens shall be opened, and from the temple of the glory shall come upon his sanctification, which is for the voice as from Abraham to Isaac. And the glory of the Most High shall be uttered over him. And the spirit of understanding and sanctification shall rest upon him in the water. For he shall give the majesty of the Lord to his sons in truth and evermore. And and there shall none succeed him from all generations forever. And in his priesthood the Gentiles shall be multiplied in knowledge upon the earth, and enlightened through the grace of the Lord. In his priesthood shall sin come to an end, and the lawless shall cease to do evil. Yeah. And the just shall rest in him. And he shall open the gates of paradise, and shall remove the threatening sword against Adam, and shall give to the saints to eat from the tree of life. And the spirit of the holiness shall be on them, and the Belial shall be bound by him, and he shall give power to his children to tread upon the evil spirits. And the Lord shall rejoice in his children, and be well pleased in his beloved ones forever. And shall Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob exalt, and I will be glad. And all the saints shall clothe themselves with joy. Yeah, so that's Levi. And Levi did other things too. Yeah. I mean, I understand these people, man. These people not even don't have no type of sense of what's going on, and they just feed you anything because you've been taught. Your parents and all them been teaching those lies all them years, and you just go right on head into those lies. This video almost over because, like I said, I just was bringing you a little short video because really I just was going over the mistakes that I had made in those dreams. Yeah, that's what I really was going over. So anyway, this is not by might, not by power, but by my spirit. One more thing, well, I'm leaving this order because the Lord God always have something for you, and I just gave you the substance. But man, you know the Sabbath coming in, and you're supposed to prepare this day. You're supposed to be prepared now. So when that sun go down, you be prepared, and then you can go to your holy Sabbath. Because Sabbath doesn't last long, man. The Sabbath only lasts on what? Man, come on, bro. Sabbath only lasts, first sunlight is like what, 5:50? 5:50, and then it goes down to, no, man, Sabbath don't last that long, bro. But anyway, enjoy your covenant day. It's a covenant day. Enjoy your covenant day with the Lord and the saints and all. But I'm going to enjoy it even if you don't. But anyway, this is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord, who's not Elijah until next.